Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm a man.
Oh, champ. It looks like there's problems and OVO, and I mean real gambling addiction problems. Now, we already know about Drake and his severe gambling addiction. We see him gamble all the time, and we're talking about strenuous, large amounts of money on a consistent basis, right? But who knew that the entire OVO would have a gambling issue? And that's not to say that every single member has a gambling problem, but when you have someone that is the head of the pack, the person that runs the organization, all right, doing a lot of gambling, it's only gonna fall on the rest of the people that are under him, all right? We just have to be honest about the situation, all right? This is just what happens in life, all right? The person that's in charge, the person that is the leader, will influence others, all right? Especially people that are in his immediate circle, which is OVO, all right? October's very own OVO Sound, whatever you want to call him, all right? Now, there was a situation that took place last night, late at night, really in the morning. I want to say around 2, maybe 3 in the morning out there in New York City, home of the mayor, in the World Resorts Casino out there in Queens, where an OVO member who claims that he just left the studio with Drake helping him create a song is demanding $20,000 to be withdrawn from his card. Now, apparently, this casino could not do it, all right? And now there's a whole situation, even leading up to almost fighting, all right, in the casino just because 20 grand cannot be removed from his card. All right, now before we get to that footage, let's take a look at the history of OVO's potential gambling addictions as a whole. Now, according to Fortune, OVO Sound, Showface, October's very own, is a Canadian record label co-founded by Drake, Noah 40, Shabib, and Oliver El Khatib. The label was founded in 2012. While not directly involved in gambling, OVO Sound has been associated with Drake's high-profile bets and the OVO curse, which has followed him after losing large sums on sports events, according to reports in Fortune. OVO and Drake's gambling. Drake's involvement with OVO Sound and his well-documented betting habits have become intertwined, with his bets sometimes being linked to the label's logo, like a sponsorship with Spotify. The OVO curse. The phrase OVO curse refers to the perceived bad luck or misfortune that has followed Drake after he loses significant sums on sports bets, such as bet on the UFC and the World Cup. See? Now, some of us already knew about Drake and Drake having these terrible sports bets where he loses large sums of money, and apparently that money is coming from stake, so they say, not out of his own budget, but we also don't know if he's spending using his own budget at all right? Because this man is a serial gambler. Is he only gambling with stake? No, he plays poker and all those other games that real gamblers play. But the situation that took place in New York, all right, with this OVO member who I don't even know the name of, but this footage was given to me by Gotham, of this gentleman who was in the studio with Drake carrying on because 20 grand could not have been withdrawn from his account. Take a look.
I'm not moving.
OVO.
That's on you, baby. That's on you, bro. You ain't shit. I'm more than you. I'll pay for your shit right now. You broke it. No, nigga, I'm not. I'll show you 100K, bitch. I don't got my passport, you stupid bitch. Yeah, that's why you broke, bitch. You're about to put on blast, nigga. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna stay right here. What's up, bro? Don't me, buddy. I'm Asian too. Guys, try me. I don't smoke. I'm actually a fitness coach. I'm a doctor from Miami. My friend, man, you're fucking friend. Bitch, I'm fucking holding you blink. I don't give a You're bullshit, bitch. You broke, nigga. You got 2 different socks. I wrote and told you. Hey, he's threatening me. Get him out of here.
So yeah, man, this guy lost his mind, all right? Trying to damn near fight people just because he couldn't get the money out to gamble with, which is crazy, right? Which is insane, right? But obviously there can be something done to get that money out in other ways. You're not gonna just carry on unless you're really addicted to gambling, and this is something that you do on a daily basis. And like I said before, all right, OVO sound, all right, the OVO label, everybody at OVO also have the same problems that Drake got, alright? Probably drinking wine spritzes just like Drake and etc. They're following in his footsteps, alright? So let's just say Drake isn't the only one going down a dark path at the OVO, alright? It's bad enough there aren't many artists that are getting pushed at that label because the focus is on other things. We haven't even heard of an OVO artist in years, probably a decade, outside of Party Next Door, who was recently used for the, some sexy songs for you. Yeah, that's outside of him. We haven't really heard anybody, really making any type of noise, if we're gonna be honest. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said though, gang, this is a crazy event that took place in New York last night, which was super duper out of pocket. But this is all gonna fall back on Drake himself, because Drake is the breadwinner here. Drake is the one that runs the organization. We have to let everything fall on Drake. And if we're being honest, this guy at the World Casinos Resort out there in Queens was definitely showing the same beige rage that we see Drake do on a regular basis. Now, let's get to Drake's gambling habits and how bad they actually are. According to Google, Drake is known to gamble frequently, particularly on sports betting and online casinos. He has wagered a significant amount of money, with some estimates placing it over $1 billion since 2021. His gambling activity is also documented in various streams and public statements. Here's a more detailed look at Drake's gambling habits. Sports betting. Drake is prominent in sports betting, with his bets often becoming the subject of online discussions and even leading to the Drake curse phenomenon, where teams he bets on tend to lose. Online gambling. He has also been heavily involved in online casino gambling, including platforms like Stake, where he's been a public figure and has even done live stream gambling sessions. And high stakes. Drake's bets are generally high stakes, with the average bet sizes around $432,000. Profit and losses. While Drake has reported significant wins, he has also experienced substantial losses, particularly related to sports bets. Publicity. His gambling activities has been widely publicized, including his online streams and interviews where he discusses his gambling experiences. And lastly, frequency. It's clear that Drake engages in gambling frequently, with his bets occurring relatively often. Now, with all that being said, you can tell with that type of gambling behavior, gambling also often, that it would only fall on your team. Alright? Crazy enough, when it comes to Drake and his gambling issues, bro, people are trying to say that, hey, he's only using Stake's money. But truthfully, we don't know that. We don't know if Stake is doing all the funding for his gambling. Are they funding the gambling on Stake? Absolutely. But is Drake only gambling on Stake? No, he's not. He's gambling elsewhere too. He's playing poker. He's playing blackjack. He's playing all these other casino games. The man can't stay out of the casino. There's multiple pictures and videos of him just playing regular casino with outside of the internet. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, with that being said, there's more to the footage of what I showed you earlier of the Drake affiliate or OVO member who was at the World Casino Resort in Queens. There was actually a little bit more that happened there. I was actually told that the person recording was saying A minor once he got carried out by security or the NYPD. Alright, there was a lot more that didn't get recorded, unfortunately, and the guy was also threatening to have the cameraman, arrested or trying to attack the cameraman or etc. So the guy, alright, was just off his rocker. He was upset that he couldn't have 20 grand withdrawn from his account, so he just crashed out different, alright? And this is the same beige rage that we would probably see Drake do if he was in a similar situation, which he probably wouldn't anyway. But you get where I'm going with this, guys. What I'm basically trying to say is that the whole OVO might have addiction issues, or does have addiction issues. I mean, we know about Baka Not Nice and the others with their their backstories. We know about what they done did, so there's really nothing off the table basically when it comes to Ovo'S issues, period. Like addiction issues, trafficking, things like that, DVs. These are all types of very negative things that comes out of Ovo. And maybe one day, the embassy will be raided. Maybe, alright? But this ain't a crime really. But this is just showing you how bad, how negative, how addicted people at Ovo are, and how bad Drake is going through his gambling addiction. Just to be quite clear with y'all, gang. But y'all do me a favor. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, gang. Is this gambling addiction much more dangerous than people are making it out to be? Does it make sense to you? Or do you have a gambling addiction? You let me know how you feel in the comment section, gang. Listen, make sure you're smashing the like. Make sure you're sharing the video. Also, make sure you join the Discord. The Discord link will be in the description as well as the comments. It's a fire Discord. We have 1,000 members, so it's fire. All right, but smash the like, share the video. All right, but one last thing. It's the mayor, the one and only real New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you share the video, subscribe to Showface News now, and go to showfacenews.com and cop the merch. I'm going, gang. Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, do the mayor a favor and go to showfacenews.com for the brand new mayor merch. Yes, wear the mayor's quotes in style all fall, all winter long. For the remainder of 2024, the mayor will be providing brand new merch each and every month. Alright, look, we have the All Champs tees out right now, as well as the Hug Your Shadow hoodies and tees. Wear the mayor merch in style only at showfacenews.com. Get your orders in, the orders ship fast. Get it right now, everybody's buying it. Subscribe to the mayor.